Okay, hello, welcome to the stream. My name's Milo, they, them pronouns. Welcome. So, a bit of a break from Disney princesses this week. Hi, Captain, how's it going? We're playing a little favorite of mine that I discovered a few years ago when I was getting more into the greater Rayman series after falling in love with Rayman Origins and Legends and associated games. This is Rayman Raving Rabbids. So, of course, oh, hold on. You have to hear this. Nope, this one. Okay, that's coming through now. Oh no, the Rabbids. Oh no. Hi, Tony, as well. Good to see you. Blah. They haven't bwah'd yet, but here we go. The famous blah. Yeah, so Rayman Raving Rabbids, originally it was going to... There was a project called Rayman 4. I'll talk about this more later, but Rayman 4 kind of died. Rayman Raving Rabbids was going to be... Essentially, Rayman 4 is going to be a big 3D adventure game. That turned into a minigame collection, but... it's still got a 2D platformer companion game on the GBA, which is still a platform adventure. And for other reasons, it takes aspects from the previous cancelled Rayman 4 project. So it's really an interesting and fascinating little blend of elements. Also taking from other entries in the Rayman series. Unlike many Rayman games, a lot of them are kind of soft reboots that do their own thing. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons I think this game is really cool within the Rayman series. I have played it before on my own, but I thought I would feature it on stream, especially because it is my Game Club pick for this month. Hi Gibbon, how's it going? So... Yeah, I'm sure I played this, but I don't know where or what emulator I played it on, so there's no save file here. This is the North American release as well. It had English, French, and Spanish options. Do they ever explain why Rayman doesn't have arms or legs? There's some Rayman Origins, like, pre-release material, not in the game itself, that says that when the fairies were creating Rayman, they didn't have enough material to give him every body part, so they missed out the arms and legs, but he's still got hands and feet that can move independently, and that's going to be a plot point in this game. Our story begins in a peaceful world, well, mostly peaceful. A world that's been saved many times before by the one, the only, the real hero, Rayman. Also notice Captain pointed this out, I think, the Y's in this game's font look like tiny little rabbit heads with their ears, which is a very cute touch. Yeah, you'll see, you'll see. Well, Captain already knows. But one fine day, Rayman is wickedly attacked by a group of uncontrollable rabbits. Note the unique pink rabbit, here we'll see them again later. And a giant rabbit spaceship in the background, we'll see that again later too. I'm going to do a couple of weeks of Rabbid streams, because this isn't the only project that gave us a Rabbid-centric adventure action platform game. But yes, more on that later. Quickly captured by these mad beasts, Rayman is led to the den of the Rabbids. Sorry for the spoilers, yeah. Is it curtains for our hero this time, or will he manage to escape once again? And what do the Rabbids really want? Wait, what? Did Rayman just have a voiced line in French? That's interesting. So yes, we start the game without our hands. They've been confiscated by the Rabbids. Hands up, bad guy. I mean, don't move. Nasty thing. So here's our first in-game Rabbid variant, the Sheriff Rabbid. Where am I? What happened? You're our special guest, so enjoy the view. Ha ha ha. Interesting to have, like, you know, dialogue and kind of adventure elements in the platformer, which is nice. Some hero you don't even have hands. Or a cape. You're hardly a hero. I do have a cape. Sort of. Not really. It's more of a scarf, I guess. It's Murphy! Murphy is, of course, not in Raving Rabbids, but he returns here from 2 and 3. Shows up again in Legends. Hi there, young'un. What's with the getup? Did you wake up funny this morning? If you want to be a hero, go ahead, but why do you always have to drag me into things? Murphy, give me a hand. Those darn rabbits stole mine and threw me in this hole. Your legs and arms have been stolen too? You know full well I never had any. Quick, go through this hole and get your fists. You're gonna need them. Don't worry, Sonny. Uncle Murphy will get you out. I think Rayman 3 also had a plot point where Rayman lost his foot and he had to get it back. Anyway. Did I ride the new Peter Pan ride in Tokyo Disney? I haven't been there in years. Mr. Dark is so cool. Yeah, he's great. Great character. But which one? The original or the teensy version? Captain won't be able to watch streams for the next few things because he'll be in America. Variants of the Rabbids, yeah. The variants are a lot of fun. This game probably has the most of them until like Kingdom Battle, I guess, which I'm playing right now as well, and it's pretty good. Don't attack the guards before getting your fists back. Of course not. Rayman could never kick somebody, so these glowing things of course hurt you. I can't even open a teensy cage. I'm that underpowered right now. Or a lum cage, or what are they? Well, I guess I'm getting tings. Okay, this is the thing. Use your helico to jump further. To activate it, press A while jumping. Indeed. So we have the helicopter-y hair thing. Okay. What was that delay? Anyway, great, you've got your fist back. They'll come in handy. More of a bandana than a cape. Murphy also doesn't have arms. He's one to talk. This is a really good point. Yeah. In Rayman 1, a lot of characters didn't have arms, and then later on it sort of became Rayman's thing. But yeah, those other characters did exist. Now you can defend yourself and discover the secret zones. Here they are. Try hitting the lever. I could try. So now I can go back to a secret zone. Also, I can attack this guy. ACAB includes Sheriff Rabbit, by the way. What? There we go. So we do have the charging mechanic here. You'll notice... Oh, sorry. You'll find the objects really useful, use them as you move forward. I probably should backtrack for those cages, right? So yeah, you'll notice if you're familiar with the Rayman series in general that this game takes a lot from Rayman 1 in terms of mechanics and aesthetics, but it also takes from... well, it's sort of a direct sequel to Rayman 2 on the Game Boy Advance, which was made by a different studio, but still, a lot of it carries over. Rayman... Did I say Rayman 2? It's called Rayman 3, but it's actually an adaptation of Rayman 2 that they added Rayman 3 elements to at the last minute because it was a more relevant game, and all that. Man, there's so much. There is so much. I'm sorry. Be a lot of rambling. So, yeah, we've got, you know, elements from Rayman 1, 2, 3, and the unreleased 4 coming into this game. And the original vision of Rabbids. It's really cool. Okay. Right, so there's a new Peter Pan ride with cool animatronics, which is... going to get rethemed to be Avengers style. Oh, it's the Tower of Terror all over again. The Bomberman game last month. Yeah. Bomberman 94. Really good time. I had a good time with that. It's Glowbox. Look at him dance. I'm finally free. Thanks, Rayman. So yes, Glowbox is here too. I think it's his only appearance in any Rabbids game. So good to see him again. We'll meet a few other familiar faces as we continue. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Tony's saying about Rayman 3 on GBA being a Rayman 2 game. If you play it, it's really quite fascinating because, like, most of the levels are just Rayman 2 levels, right? And then there's like one Rayman 3 level obviously inserted late in development. And like the plot is based on Rayman 3 and stuff. Nice idle animation. And here's some teensies, the kind of variants that we see in Rayman 3 with the different hats and stuff. You're the greatest, Rayman, thanks. Or was that, you're the greatest Rayman, because there are many Raymans? No. Well, there sort of are in Origins and Legends. I don't know, I don't want to get into that. Anyway, here's the Grand Minimus, the Teensy King. Thanks, Rayman. Now don't forget the others. There's only one of him, not four, but that's okay. Oh, is Globox in the Wii version? You know, it's been a long time since I played the Wii version. Tony says you're rescuing his kids, so the mini Globoxes. I shouldn't... like, there's a lot of cool stuff about the Wii version, honestly, which was also released on PC and 360, by the way, and PS2. I've played it, and I like the world of it, and the world building of it with the Rabbids. The fact that it's a minigame collection is, you know, it's fine. It's just not really what people wanted. Okay, so now we can finally get to what the game was telling us to do earlier. Just go through this door. And throwing explosive barrels is a very Rayman 2 thing to do, which was in Rayman 3 GBA. Okay. Activate the switch by hitting it. Notice the big rabbit on the castle here, which just raises so many questions. Didn't the rabbits just get here and invade this place? Why is there iconography built into this castle? Also, speaking of this castle, it's kind of based on a world that was going to be in Rayman 4. I have a bad feeling about this place, keep your eyes open. The final world, which would have been Dark Rayman's lair. Dark Rayman does not factor into this game. Here is Pink. We saw them in the opening cutscene, sort of. They look a bit different now with an eye patch and a bit skinnier, but that's okay. Naughty, naughty Rayman, you think you can ridicule me like that? I'm going to grind you to pieces with my new toy. This is kind of like the head rabbit, basically. Appears in the Wii game, it should be noted. However briefly, in some of the first-person shooter segments, which are the closest thing you get to like an adventure stage in that game. Where Rayman is directly fighting against the Rabbids. So this is based on something in Rayman 1. There were the... What are we doing? Yeah, we had the Electoons that we were rescuing, and the Anti-Toons were the evil equivalent, the counterpart. This is sort of a giant robotic Anti-Toon that Pink created somehow. What are we doing? Shoot this? I forget how this works. I've played this game, but I just don't... Yeah, I think when it's charging, we hit the head patch. Yeah, Tony's saying this as well in chat. Do the charge. Okay, there we go. Doesn't really look robotic, just looks like a giant Anti-Toon. I'm trying to figure out what the things on its face are. Like fridge magnets or something. I don't know. When do I get a turn? It's a cool sprite. It kind of reminds me of Wario Land 4, because it's like so big and kind of ugly. In that game, obviously. Oh, there we go. Turn around. Yeah, there we go. Probably one more hit. Oh, okay. This is the first boss after all. Kind of a tutorial. Lee! Here's my favorite aspect of this game. Lee from Rayman 2, who didn't even get to be in Rayman Arena because they subbed out for her little sister. She gets a return appearance in this game, which is great. Hi, Rayman. Hi, Lee. It's great to see you. Rayman, the object you just picked up is magic. It lets you change your appearance so you can use new powers. Yes, the costume system. There you go. Now try and discover the new powers that go with this costume. Press R and put it on. Take it off. This costume lets you jump really hard so you can break things or push them in the ground. I'll wait for you at the village. Come and see me quickly. We still have to save the world. So this power of slamming in the ground is a replacement for a power that was in Rayman 3 GBA, where Rayman would throw, so this is like separating his body segments, he would throw his torso directly downwards as a slam attack. Rayman, something terrible has happened. The rabbits have gone crazy. Yeah, it is a great seeing her back, and in a slightly new art style, which is fun. I like how she looks here. I don't think she has her tail. I'll check. The rabbits used to be a peaceful race. They were so kind that other creatures took advantage and made fun of them. Cartoon logic. In the end, of course, they couldn't take it anymore. Now they've decided to get back at everyone for everything they were put through. This is like really foundational rabbit lore. I don't know if this really ever comes up again. They've captured our friends and have scattered the magic looms looms for illumination, as the Rayman Origins manual tells us, in order to rule over our world. Run, Rayman, round up the looms and free our friends. You're our only hope. I don't think she has her tail. She has a tail, properly, but I don't think it's on that sprite. So yeah, we got a little nice village hub here with jumping mushrooms from Rayman 1. Yeah, other times they're implied to just be aliens. Well, they could still be aliens in that context that Lee just outlined. So we get to each of the worlds through these houses, I guess. When do I get my run move? Also, I can't transform yet. I think you need to find something to do it. Yeah, the second game, I haven't played it, but I really should. It's kind of midway in that transition away from Rayman. Rayman's still in it, and they go to Earth, and yeah, I don't know, it's... they didn't really... I don't know. Anyway, okay, so here's our first world, Child World. This is sort of a combination of the paint, like art supplies world from Rayman 1 and the toy world, which was going to be in Rayman 4. It mashes them up together. So, oh yeah, that takes us back to the hub. So let's do a level. I thought this was a collectible. Ooh, I want things. Give me the things. Oh, they're not things actually, they're tings! This is like the only other time you get tings in the series, apart from Rayman 1 and Rayman 1 GBC, of course. In all other games, the basic collectible is looms. Although, Lee just mentioned looms. Maybe they are looms, they just look different. Yeah, okay. I guess they're looms that look like tings. Don't worry about it. Oh! Yeah, so we can make a safe platform with that tennis ball. The bitey book. What? It's strange animation to it. Couldn't really read that one. Okay. So what is in the cages? Is it Electoons? Is it Teensies? Can't really tell. I'm going to say Electoons. Until we find out otherwise. Ow. I was trying to avoid damage. I like the little environmental rabbits that just show up. Okay. So yeah, we don't just have rabbits, of course. We have other enemy types in the game too, which, again, draw from various parts of Rayman's lore. If you go in there, I don't know how you'll get out. Is this a Shrinky? Yeah, the Shrinky. We don't even need to unlock it. So here, I warned you, dear oh dear. Now you have to find a magic star to get back to your normal size. This is a returning mechanic from Rayman 1 and Origins. Oh, that star that's on the book, I guess, is... What? I forgot about this. Very Heisei Tensei Bakabon, am I right? Tony made us play that for Game Club. That was a really fun, interesting little game. Tensei Bakabon on the Famicom and Game Boy. Is this the slam? Okay, so we hold R and then we move over to this one. Oh boy. So this is the gangster costume. You'll notice that Rayman's skin tone has changed as well as his outfit. No comment. Let's do the slam attack. What's the deal? I have to land and then do it again? I can't just chain them? Whatever. Okay, let's change back. Yes, now I can jump hard. That's what I was doing, exactly. See, here we got the super Rabbids, we got these little grey runny Rabbids. I love having a variety of them, because pretty much everything after this first game, you just have the basic Rabbid cloned a billion times, right? But there's so much variety among the species in this early installment. Yeah, not a slam attack, jumping hard, as Captain says. Indeed, indeed. Wouldn't want to misrepresent. What the? Who is that? A pen character. A living fountain pen. Okay. The basic Rabbid, but it has a Ninja Turtles costume. That's right. Ubisoft made a Ninja Turtles themed Smash Brothers clone on the Wii, and they put the Rabbids in as guest characters because they just did, I guess. And there were like 3 separate ones. There was like a Ninja Rabbid and something else. Kind of wild, honestly. Oh, we can already swing. See, Rayman can do so much in this game, you don't need to unlock anything. Hello? It was pointing up. Oh, do I need to slam this, maybe? Oh, sorry. Do I need to jump hard on this? Gotta try the jump hard. Jumping hard gets me less height. Okay. It was developed by the team that did Brawl, too. Wait, really? I didn't know that. Is that true? The quote team that made Brawl was like kind of it was overseen by Sora, which is Sakurai's company. It was just like a group of different developers that got together for it. I don't understand how they then made Brawl. What am I missing? Oh, here. So we've gone mini mode again. Oh, I need to be large to pick this up. But I can still pack a punch. The level design kind of has a Rayman 1 feel to it. Lots of different paths to go on and secrets hidden around. Very Euro platformer style. And that kind of carries over into the handheld games. I love the Rayman handheld games. There's so much going on in them. There were 2 on the Game Boy Color where Rayman had tiny little sprites. It was adorable. Oh boy. And a fact I like to say is that you can kind of play through the entire Rayman saga on the GBA, because they re-released Rayman 1 on the GBA. They made Rayman 3 on the GBA, which is a sort of port of Rayman 2, as I said. I think we need to go up there. Wait, what? There was like a weird graphical error. What do I do? Can I escape through here? Oh, there's more. This level's huge. So yeah, Rayman 3 is a Rayman 2 game. But there's also a Rayman 3 sequel spin-off that's an isometric kind of platform adventure called Hoodlum's Revenge. And then there's this. So you basically get the stories of Rayman 1, 2, 3, mostly, and 4, and Rabbids. And they're all on the GBA, so it's a great place for Rayman. Rayman 1 is so bad on GBA. Well, yes, that's the other aspect. Shrunken down screen. Yeah, bright colors, like, I don't know. The best way to play Rayman, of course, is on the Jaguar, as I learned from someone who knew better telling me on a YouTube video. What's going on here? Ah! Let me up! There we go. It's Army Man. What was that game called on the GameCube? Sarge's... whatever? Yeah, Army Man stuff. I love the ledge grab. When Rayman Origins first came out, it was like that and Donkey Kong Country Returns that really got me back into gaming in a big way. And whenever I play Returns, I miss having the ledge grab that Rayman and buddies have in Origins. I'm like, why can't DK grab that ledge? Yeah, Hoodlum's Revenge. Whoa, what the? Okay, so the purple gunk is instant death. Let's paint, I guess. There we go. Now, as Captain pointed out, the costumes don't have abilities other than their main ability, so it doesn't really feel good to play as them. You kind of want to use them once contextually for what they're intended for and then switch back, which is kind of annoying, but you know, it's fine. Okay, Rayman. He's kind of overselling it. The blue lumps let you fly longer. To fly, hold A. Okay, so these are lungs. And we've got our super helicopter, which doesn't need lava to run in this game. What the heck is that? It's like a robot made of something? Can I even destroy it? Let's just run past. It's fine. Okay. Hit him in the back. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Aha, a minigame. A shooting gallery. Fancy bit of rabbit shooting for practice. So, this doesn't have minigames in the traditional sense of the console game, but it has little sequences like this. And notice this little character, who's basically the rabbit version of Mr. Dark, I guess. Or the magician. I do conflate them because of Rayman Origins, but yeah, this is the rabbit magician, and it can talk. Hold it, mate. Only real heroes can go on from here. You'll have to prove you're worthy first. Hit a certain number of rabbits to win. Why is the rabbit wanting me to hit rabbits? Okay, anyway, watch it, mate. Time and ammunition are limited, and mate, if you please, try not to shoot your friends, okay? Okay. Oh my gosh. Don't shoot the friends. What is this, Donkey Kong 64? There's a bit of a delay on your shots, but if you're quick, you can get two that are side by side. Uh-huh. How many left? One left. I did it. What did I win? What? Did that do anything? So I think the green one is a checkpoint. Although I thought there was a photographer rabbit in this game, but I might be mistaken. Yeah, he's just a capitalist, but I didn't need to pay to go in, did I? Yeah, so I'm enjoying Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle at the moment, which has a Donkey Kong segment for the cool kids, by the way, Captain, if you buy the DLC. But the sequel, which I'll get to soon after, has instead a Rayman themed DLC. I'm really looking forward to that too. Like, they put the cool characters in the little spin-off campaigns. In the main game, you like are forced to have Mario in your party all the time. It's really annoying. I know that's not a restriction in the sequel. Okay, so up here, I hope I don't need to get all the cages. Toy box. Infamously, in Rayman 1, they lock an entire world off until you get every single Electoon cage in every stage before that, and there's a lot of them. You have to 100% the entire game in order to get to the last, you know, world, like a big chunk of content and the final boss. It really sucks. Part of the reason why Rayman 1 is my least favorite Rayman game. I like Rayman 1 on the Game Boy Color even much better than like the DOS PS1 whatever version, but I still need to try the Jaguar version, which again I have heard is the definitive way to play it. It's sort of the intended experience in a lot of ways. Tony is doing the ukulele rap, which has a line about cages. I don't remember the words of the ukulele rap at all. Okay, well, that'll do. I'm not 100%ing this today. Cool, so here's one of our first alternate types of stages. Rayman 3 on GBA had little car racing stages where Rayman was sitting inside his giant chute, from memory. Again, my memory may be faulty, but this is just another carryover from Rayman 3 GBA is having this type of stage, using this sort of faux Mode 7 like style of graphics, which I have always hated. I've made no secret about that. But yeah, plenty of stuff on the GBA does this, all the way back to Mario Kart Super Circuit, you know, Crash Nitro Kart. Rayman! That sounded like very similar to Rayman's voice clips from Rayman 1. He says, Rayman. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of the voice actor. It's a French guy, you know. Maybe an Ubisoft guy. Oops. Well, next lap is my last chance for that. I could tell you a little bit more about the developer of this. They're called Visual Impact, a Belgian studio. And like, I don't know if they had the source code to Rayman 3 GBA or what, but oh, I've missed that. It's fine, just finish the race. We don't need to get everything again. To reiterate. Captain noticed that I stopped when I had collected nearly 70 tings. I think that's a you problem, buddy. I think you're projecting. There's only two funny numbers as far as I'm concerned. 144, because it's a gross, which is hilarious, and 707, because you turn it upside down, it looks like lol. Pretty great, huh? Anyway. Here's our first proper boss, I guess, the giant rabbit. And we can't jump on holding this, we throw it up. This is another very Rayman 2 mechanic. Escorting a bomb. Whoops, I meant to throw that up, it didn't work. This giant rabbit is... oh, fine, I can take a hit and still keep the barrel. Wait, it's A to throw it up. B to throw it forward. What? What is happening? Okay, this game's a bit jank sometimes, I guess. Hello? Okay, let's try that again. Why does he have nipples? Great question. Yeah, Rabbid Kong does not have nipples, so they fixed that. The intervening, however long it is, between this and Kingdom Battle, at least 15 years, I don't know. That's true, he is a rabbit, so why wouldn't he? Well, he should have more, really. If rabbits are anything like cats. There we go. It's pretty tight. Go. Are you serious? This is so janky. Wait, what? What is this about? I don't get it. Why did it highlight the rabbit? What, do I need to do something with this? Let's try jumping hard on the rabbit. That finished it off. Okay, we're back to the bomb sequence. So yeah, there's this big rabbit character that you see in cutscenes in the console game. But you do actually fight him as a boss fight in the DS Raving Rabbids game. Which I will maybe play on stream after this, you know, in the coming weeks. Oh, do you have to impact the bomb that he's throwing? Maybe that's it. Whatever. Take the hit. Maybe not why does he have nipples, why are they so prominently animated? Why do they have jiggle physics? They're just giving the people what they want, Captain. Lee! This costume lets you cover objects or enemies with chewing gum. Cool. So that's a new transformation, I guess? Very well explained. Yeah. Look, I never said this game was, like, great among the pantheon of, like, excellent, amazing platformer games. I just think it's fascinating as a Rayman fan, that's all. Okay, I think I need more cages to unlock the next world, probably. Yeah, fan service. Disgusting. Yeah, so I was telling you about this boss guy called Sergey. He's like large like that rabbit, but he's grey. He's got like a robot head. He's pretty cool. Okay, what ought I be doing? You know what? I'm gonna check the manual real quick. Unless Captain can weigh in on the progression criteria. Because, yeah, like I said, I played this. It was a long time ago. Okay, here's the manual. Strong jump. Gangster only. Has a very powerful jump. Oh, okay, it's further along in the hub. Fair enough. Just looking at some of the other objects in here, we've basically seen everything in the manual already, except for the other transformations. Okay. I wish I had that run button from Rayman 2 GBA. Pretty sure that had a run mechanic. What? No. Yeah, like Sweet's World, Organic Cave. Hold on, the manual does say what the worlds are. Child, Forest. Oh! Forest. It's over here. I had to go left. How does that make any sense? Yeah, thanks, Captain. Just mentioned that. Okay, so here we are in the Dream Forest. An environment sort of reinterpreted from Rayman 1 again. Oh yeah, this slug guy, that's from Rayman 3. I didn't remember that, but I read it on the wiki, so I was like, oh good. That's a fun fact. This game doesn't take much from Rayman 3 itself, but that enemy definitely. These fish are from Rayman 1, this guy is from Rayman 1. So yeah, it's not all rabbits, like I said. You must be destroyed. Apparently it's difficult to destroy this guy. And I can't go past... alright, let's do the punk transformation. There we go, and that's how you defeat some enemies. But the punk can't grab and climb things, because transformations only do one thing. Gibbon says she's played 1 the most out of the series. I'm so sorry. But yeah, she remembers all these things from Rayman 1. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the remix aspect of this, while adding new things as well. Notice 2 laser parallax in the background. Very cool. This is probably a gangster thing. You're allowed to like one. I just don't like it at all. But I'm glad somebody enjoys it. Oh right. Chewing gum. You put chewing gum on a tree stump, which turns it into a trampoline. It makes perfect sense. And you have to go through your menu every time. Notice how the gum like returns to the punk's mouth after spitting it out. That's kind of gross. And we have giant plums! Hooray! They're a lot bigger than in Rayman 1. They've grown, I guess. Can use it to defeat guys. Okay. Can I use it to stay on screen, please? What? Put it down? Throw it up? There we go. Still don't know what's in the cages. We'll figure that out. That's how trampolines are manufactured? Oh, okay. What about the springs on the sides? I got a really fun story about a trampoline where my brother... let's just say there was a little accident that required emergency dental surgery. Don't worry about it. His one weakness, gross chewed up gum. You know, I don't blame him. The exact animation for the fish is actually stolen from 1. Oh, that's fun. I thought it might be. Well, I thought it looked similar, but I didn't know it was directly taken like that. Okay, there we go. Honestly, like, those slugs I've read are from 3, but 3 is the one that I remember the least. I definitely played through it. It's just, it didn't really stick with me much. Maybe it's worth a revisit. Pretty sure I played it, the HD version on the PS3. Oh, the helicopter noise is playing because it bugged out on a slope. Great, love that. Uh-huh. Oh, they only had the 1 death animation for those guys. So even though I killed him with a plum, he had the gum on hands animation when he died. Yeah, they did cut some corners here. Like I said, not the best game, but it's cool. I keep meaning to tell you about the developer. So Visual Impact, I did claim on the Discord that they were also responsible for Tonic Trouble GBC, the companion game to the N64 Tonic Trouble, which is sort of a, well, N64 and PC, which is like a kind of a tech demo for Rayman 2. It's in the same engine, and they were like experimenting with it before using it on the main, you know, Rayman franchise. They didn't actually develop Tonic Trouble on GBC. They created the sound engine that RFX Interactive used in Tonic Trouble GBC. RFX Interactive, of course, also behind Lady Seer on the GBA, one of my very earliest streams that then I did not save and is gone, so maybe I'll play that again someday. But yeah, Lady Seer is a game that Gibbon got me onto. That's quite fun. It's kind of like an indie game on the GBA, kind of an action platformer. It's got nice animations and stuff. It's, yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, that's the Tonic Trouble people. visual impact, I looked through what they had done. Kathy actually knew them from a Stop Skeletons from Fighting video, because they made a port, or like a conversion of Burnout Legends on the PSP onto the DS. And they did kind of a shoddy job with it. But that's because EA didn't give them the time and budget to really do it properly. But the end result is like really wonky, which is not what you want out of a Burnout game. It doesn't have the sauce that Burnout games usually have. But I was looking through what else they developed. They made Imagine Babies, that classic on the DS. They made a Jungle Book game on GBA, Disney related, but also Disney related to our Extreme Skate Adventures recently on the GBA. They made a Tony Hawk game on the GBA, so it's like related. Vicarious Visions did most of the GBA Tony Hawk games, but when they'd moved on to just doing DS games, I guess there was still some kind of market for a bit of Tony Hawk action on the GBA, and these people did the Downhill Jam companion game, let's say, which is kind of interesting. I think that one is 3D, because Downhill Jam was like focused on downhill skating. I'm pretty sure that one had like a behind the back perspective, but it's been a while since I did that research. Note how Rayman, while he's hanging on to something, he does a kick attack instead of a punch attack, and he sends his foot out flying, which is a fun little touch. Is there something with the pink rabbit in the hole and the rabbit arm holding a carrot? Are those indicating anything? I think they're not indicating anything. I think they're just sort of background details to look at. Is there a cage hidden here? No, apparently not. Yeah, I think that's just incidental background stuff, like the jumping mushrooms. Do we think the fish animation looks different from the rest of the graphics in the game? Trying to figure that one out. If it's like directly ported, if it looks a little different in some way. Yeah, this whole changing your state for a minor function. I don't know why it's reminding me of this, but I'm thinking of Shantae now, where you had like quite complicated sequences to change your form to something else that you would then use only briefly. They didn't really make that any smoother, or much smoother, until Seven Sirens, the latest one, which I think is a really good Metroidvania. I guess Pirate's Curse avoided it entirely by giving you different abilities based on equipment. But yeah, Seven Sirens had a great implementation of letting you transform, but through like normal actions and it happening almost instantly. I think it was a really good system that they hit upon there. Rayman 3, by the way, I keep talking about it as a GBA game, but it was also in the N-Gage. And there was a version for Java phones as well. And I've played that version. I don't know if I played it all the way through. It's quite similar, but it's got, you know, different level designs, probably truncated, you know, that kind of thing. So even the companion games get their own companion games, which I think is very funny. Okay, I think I was missing something down below. Maybe inefficient routing here. Oh. And then over here? No. Well, okay, then I need to climb back. Not gonna do too well on this one, but that's okay. I hope they don't lock stuff behind... Oh, there we go. behind lums and cages. We'll see. One of many things I don't remember. Okay, so I found the alternate way into that one apparently. Oops, well, never mind. We did okay. Gibbons talking about the level design here. The level design, colonial jungle. We should meet lots of living stones here, or livid stones as they're sometimes called. The level design paradigm in this is interesting. It's early PC game level design principles of just kind of winding around wherever, with a very odd sense of flow. Reminds me of Duke Nukem 1 or Gex 1, or the first couple Earthworm gyms. Yeah, or Commander Keen, that kind of thing. I know what you're talking about, yeah. It does feel like that. It feels like that kind of design is also present. I called this kind of a Euro platformer earlier, which I think is a similar kind of style, probably related. But yeah, I don't know how to describe it really. So I should be writing this sort of stuff on the Discord channel, but there is another game where Rabbids appear in a platformer as antagonists. I've been a bit busy to engage much with the Discord, unfortunately. Look at Rayman's narrow-eyed, cool guy look. Yeah, so there is another game where Rabbids are in it. It's called Rayman Adventures. And yeah, that game is troubling in some ways. Because Ubisoft commissioned a really cool mobile auto runner after Origins called Rayman Jungle Run, which was made by, was it Pasta Games, I want to say? Oops, well. And I love Jungle Run so much. It was so fun to go for high scores and stuff. Like, or you know, like just perfect level clears or whatever. Like the auto running worked really well with Rayman Origins sort of flow momentum platforming. And the level design that they did fit it really well as well. So yeah, Jungle Run was great. There was a follow-up called Fiesta Run that was taking from some stuff in Legends, mashing it up a little bit with Origins in the way of a lot of Rayman handheld games, mashups. We've only got a short range on the gun, but we can charge it, just like the fist attack. That's fun. Yeah, so Fiesta Run was also good, but it started bringing in like microtransaction stuff that was really annoying. And then Rayman Adventures was sort of the third in that series, and that sort of legacy, but it's very different. The structure of it is just so frustrating to me. Like, there's a lot of new stuff in Rayman Adventures, like new level types and things. And like, these little mascot characters to collect that they were trying to make into a thing that never really took off. The Incredibles, they're called. But yeah, like, you had to... There was like a timed mechanic for which levels you could play, and like... You had to wait real time or like spend currency to refresh your levels, and you had to find things. It's just like a really kind of exploitative structure that was frustrating to engage with. But it had Rabbids in it. Only in time-limited events where they would sort of invade or be present slightly in certain levels. Ouch. Whoop. Anyway, Adventures was annoying. But it wasn't the last in that lineage, because they had Rayman Mini after that, although that's a Apple Arcade exclusive. I think I could probably crouch under those. The same boss. Yeah, they're reusing the boss, it's fine. Anyway, Gibbon was saying in chat, Jungle Run is so fun. Yeah, God. One of my favorites. After Origins, basically. It's like Origins and then Jungle Run and then Legends. I would put them... Because Legends had a lot of kind of weird craft in it. I don't know. Okay. 2 lives sucks, but let's just try this again. Anyway, Jungle Run made me believe that autorunners could be a serious genre. Wow, nice. I like that. Yeah. And there've been other ones like like Bubsy Paws on Fire. Sure, that's a great autorunner. It's a mediocre autorunner. But it's part of the lineage of what's it called? Bit Trip Runner. Same developer. Super Meat Boy Forever was definitely not a good autorunner, but it was an autorunner. And Gibbon saying then there's basically never been another one like it aside from the trash follow-ups. Yeah, Rayman Mini. They brought back Mr. Dark of all things. Yeah, Rayman Mini was decent, but. Yeah, it also had a bit of, I don't know, like Jungle Run was so clean and simple, just like you play the levels and they're fun and that's it. It didn't have any like weird modes and like leaderboards and I don't know. This costume lets you leave carrots on the ground to distract your enemies. This is the granny costume. I do intend to get to the DS version later where the costumes all do very different things, but they do give you different gameplay. They fulfill functions in gameplay, unlike in the console game where they're just cosmetic. Yes, okay. Goth Rayman is kind of hot. I don't disagree. Boo boss reusal. I like the Mario Run game. Oh yeah, Super Mario Run. That is a game that exists for sure. I haven't played it. It costs a lot. Mario Run is pretty decent and does interesting level design. I think Rayman Jungle Run still has better levels, but yeah, from what I've seen, Jungle Run, yeah, is a lot more interesting to me than Mario Run, let's put it that way. Yeah, there may be more than one good one. What other auto-runner games? I'm sure there's more. I'll think about that. Anyway, this world is the Organic Cavern, where we're inside a kind of gross living cave where everything is slimy and round and like, yeah, organic. It's very strange. This is another world concept that was going to be in Rayman 4, and the concept art for it is wild. But yeah, it's pretty cool in this game too. I think it's a great concept. They do sort of revisit the concept in Rayman Origins, of course. Where you run around the inside of the belly of a giant dragon dinosaur thing. So that's cool. Love seeing things resurfacing later in the series like that. And it's not the only time that happens with this game. We did see the sort of scary castle at the start, which was sort of a take on the Dark Rayman world from Rayman 4 that doesn't exist. Of course, Legends has a spooky castle environment as well. Oops, that didn't go well. When he says Rayman, I just expect it to do the little fanfare, because while I don't love one, I'm still, you know, that happened at the end of every level in Rayman 1. Rayman! Yeah, that whole thing. So I just expect to hear the jingle when he says Rayman. Okay. So yeah, here we got another little racing level. I don't know what Rayman's vehicle is supposed to be. Presumably it's some kind of... We saw the Rabbid spaceship in the intro, right? This kind of has similar aesthetics, I guess. It's got the two little protrusions on it that suggest rabbit ears, so let's assume that it's a stolen piece of rabbit tech that he has purloined. I don't know why he's racing around. There's no justification given for why this is happening, but that's okay. Where were those? That's one. Where's the other one? Here. Right. It's not completionist. We don't need to worry about it. Okay. Remember the one from the Stamper Brother, a DKC-like rhythm game runner? Yes, that was good. Croco Bongo. It had like 5 levels. It was kind of a tech demo. Did not turn into a full project, got delisted. Very sad. I still have it on my phone though. Croco Bongo, very cool. Great soundtrack if you want to look that up. I hate these styles of levels like Jabu Jabu. Yeah, being inside Jabu Jabu, and it has the exact same kind of vibe as this. Really gross. Crash on the Run was actually pretty fun. The microtransaction stuff was predatory as hell and pushed so goddamn hard. Yeah, problem with mobile games, just like the Rayman ones I mentioned. And then of course they shut it down immediately. Yeah, I played that, you know, pretty hard for a few weeks and then kind of got over it because it got really repetitive. You actually have to grind in that game, which is so annoying. Tony's friend Victor. Tony and Victor both had a team. They broke the game constantly and the devs hated them. Activision did the gross ass AI mobile game concept ad. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Microsoft is all about the AI these days. It's gross. Right, our first proper level in the Organic Cavern. Living Cavern. Very moody music here, and yeah, this sort of bizarre, surreal kind of environment is so evocative. I just really love this world. This is the highlight of Raving Rabbids Advance for me. It's just so different, you know? And like, even in Origins when you're running around the inside of that thing, it doesn't have this kind of vibe, this alien, like, strangeness to it that this one does. What on earth? I don't know how to deal with that. Oh, I think that rabbit is riding in the thing that I was in the racing level. Yeah, let's say it is. That's fun. Good grief. This is as far as Captain got. Did you get very far into Organic Cavern, or did you stop here? Because yeah, enjoy the visuals for the next little bit. It's kind of sad that basically all the very rare spin-off studios are DOA. Including Rare themselves, yeah. Very sad. Yeah, the Platonic thing is a real bummer. If you weren't aware of that, Platonic, the Rare successor studio, had to lay off almost all of their junior employees. Well, I say had to. There's been... I have seen the word mismanagement thrown around by ex-employees. Wait, is that pink? I guess there's more than one pink. That one didn't have an eye patch. So presumably that's the sort of one from the intro. Whereas pink was more behind the scenes at that point. There's probably a way to deal with these blobs, maybe involving Granny, but I just can't be bothered, I just jump over them. Oh, there are actually restrictions on progression via orbs and cages, so I've just been lucky so far, I guess. Captain saying he took longer to get here because he had to replay levels. I don't want to find out what happens when you game over, honestly. Come on, grab the thing! I guess I can bounce off here. Yes? No? Hitbox on these is a bit odd. Okay. There we go. What about these? How do I get up there? Maybe falling down from above or something. Yeah, like this. Ah, like this. Only a few lums, never mind. On the topic of mismanagement, Microsoft totally didn't have to lay people off, while Playtonic probably did, but it's still their fault. Yeah, it's interesting to compare the two, considering the relative sizes of the companies. And yet, the same result in both cases. Mass layoffs, games cancelled. It's just sad. Will Playtonic ever even make anything after Replayly? Who knows? Oh yeah, this thing. What are we doing here? Let's use the granny power. The granny, I guess, is not seen as a threat, so this thing lets me through. So the carrot, which looks like it's from a completely different game. It has this red outline and just... yeah, 2 colors, so it doesn't have as much depth in the sprite. It's very strange. Okay. Oh, Microsoft Xbox division is undoubtedly a mess. We know this. This is a proven fact. Yeah, it looks like it was from a GBC game given. Yeah, that's totally right. Like it was from Rayman 1 on the GBC. An excellent game, by the way. If you're a big Rayman 1 fan, you should give the GBC companion game a try. I love it. And then it had a follow-up. And seeing Rayman 2 with its moody atmosphere and like level styles adapted to the same kind of GBC platformer, with its tiny little sprites and pixelation environments and stuff. It's quite a trip. I'm not sure which I like better out of Rayman 2 GBC and GBA, or Rayman 3 GBA, which is a Rayman 2 game, etc, etc. They're both good, basically. Oh, she already owns it, yeah. I should have known. Yeah, they're both excellent. A funny thing is they kind of both reuse the same Rayman art on their cover, which just looks so weird. There's no reason to own an Xbox anymore. There was never a reason to own an Xbox, in my estimation. Except for Jet Set Radio Future. Like the first Xbox, the Xbox Zero. That one is worth owning. Had a great library, much of which is not backwards compatible. Ah, okay, here's the cage progression stuff. Right, so there'll be another level over here, which will give me the chance for a few more cages. Gastric rivers, gross. Yep, 10 years since Rare Replay. 10 years since Sea of Thieves. Maybe Fable will actually come out. Keep dreaming. Gibbon says they've literally not released anything that requires a Series S or X to play. I would need it because my PC is a decade old. But the most recent thing that Gibbon actually plays on it is Sea of Thieves and Rare Replay. I was waiting for Everwild and Perfect Dark, but yeah. Yep, both cancelled within a couple weeks ago. Okay. Very different structure to this level. Huh. Okay. I just kind of realized something. These all have colors associated with them. And there's a little sort of target indicator that appears to clue you in on which one you need to use to combat it. So when there was that yellow indicator during the boss fight when that little grey rabbit came out, that was telling me to use Gangster on it. And I guess it wants me to use Granny somehow on these flying things, but I don't really need to. Oh, that's a cool animation. Look at his sprite. Rayman is such a cool guy. But he's also just a fun scrimbler. I don't think he should be cool all the time. I think that is a mistake. Oh wait, hang on. I opened a thing back up here. I feel like before I go down... Yeah, we'll go up a bit. Is there anything else? Did I go in here? I think so. Yeah, we're good. This is the worst level. Why? I think it's good. Hold on. I'll ride this up first. Oh. Those slimes just turning inside out is so weird and gross. I love it. Okay. So we do need 3 cages out of this level to get to the boss. Alright, let's try the granny on this guy. Oh, come on. Oh, she's got unique animations too. Carrot. What? Do I have a slide animation? No, not really. Eat the carrot. It doesn't care. Punk? Can you just not kill these ones? Let's do the hard jump. Nope. I guess they're invincible. You hate the music? Oh, it's kind of moody and atmospheric. Yeah, the granny holding the hair was a fun little animation. The rabbit animation is very strange. Okay. Okay, hopefully I'm not missing anything back up there. Yeah, the green indicator there tells me what to do. Cage. Hey, a cage. By the way, those character appearances, the Teensies and Clobox, I think they're just in the first level and nowhere else in the game. But it's fun to have them around anyway, you know. Why not? Better to have characters around, if only briefly, than just to pretend they never existed. The granny is kind of like a stealth mechanic. Okay. Did this need to exist, this platform? Yeah, and Glowbots as well. So is the helicopter his hair? What? Do you want to rephrase that, Captain? I don't understand your meaning. So if we jump up here, you can jump off these, right? I guess not. I thought I could climb that, like, hole in the roof thing. When Rayman helicopters, is that hair or ears? It's hair. I guess he doesn't have ears. But yeah, it's established to be his hair. in dialogue in one game or another. Tony's saying how we saw Tootie, Banjo's sister, in Smash Brothers. That's the only time we've ever seen her again. Well, she was in Minecraft as well. But yeah, I think that in the case of Tootie, the team didn't like her. They thought she was a rubbish character and didn't feel the need to bring her back. But we also never saw Brentilda again, by the way. Who I would say is an even more rubbish character. Tootie was supposed to have a whole playable, like, sequence after Banjo won the Furnace of Fun quiz, which would have been awesome. But no, we can't have nice things. Chicken Jockey, what are you, 12? Okay, we got all 5 cages in that level, so plenty to get to the boss fight. But there is another level, the bonus stage, Swallowed Treasures. Chance to grind up some extra lungs. I don't know if they restrict your progress, but why not do a little bonus fun? Well, here's the thing. This has its own entry in the map screen, so I would call it a bonus level or a bonus stage. But what do people call the bonus things in the Donkey Kong Country games? Are they bonus levels, bonus rooms? I can't even remember what I called them as a kid, but I would probably call them bonus rooms now because they're contained within another stage and they have a set, defined, small area. Oh, a granny camera inside a bonus level, okay. What? I didn't know these levels had exits. Okay, 74, that's not bad. Oh yeah, good point. They reskinned Tootie and used the moveset that they developed for Tiny Kong. Huh. I've never heard that before, but it would make sense. Tiny Kong looks almost identical to Tootie. I didn't know they had any programmed like movesets and animations for her. Thinking through like Banjo's set of animations and stuff and how similar Tiny Kongs are to it. Yeah. Those are different teams, by the way. The Kazooie team did Tooie, but it was a separate team doing DK64 as far as I know. Okay, the Sticky Lair. The Minecraft movie had a plot point based on the Minecraft Dungeons spin-off that got shut down. That's kind of funny. Okay, so we got the granny in this world. Is this going to come into play with this boss? Yeah, hello, I'm wondering. What the hell? That's so gross. How do we lure... Ah! How do we lure a giant rabbit? Oops. With a Game Boy Color carrot, of course. And then dump a big goo ball of goo on it. Of course. It makes perfect sense. Oh, we got 4 health to deal with this time. Tony says, I can't believe Microsoft made the entire Rare fanbase hate them so hard now. You mean more than they already did? Speaking as a Rare fan, I've been hating Microsoft for years before it was cool. I'm joking. It's true, but yeah. Okay. What's the timing on this? Okay. Yeah, stuff your face, big guy. Well, we may have this boss fight repeated a lot, but at least we had that anti-tune, right? And believe me, there is more coming up later. There will be other boss fights. Oh, all the DK Vine people, you mean? Yeah. Whoops. Okay, that was a bit weird. Chunk. What is this move? I don't think the granny can jump over the... Oh, it can. Okay, great. We can stay granny mode. What's the cue for me dropping the carrot? Maybe I can just do it. Yeah, and then when he's done with his attack, he'll just run. We done? Okay, bye. We found the world's smallest violin. This costume lets you hit really hard with your guitar. That was a guitar? Okay, whatever. The world's smallest guitar, I guess. So we've opened up a new world now. This is Sweet's World. Again, based on Rayman 1, although I think this was going to come back in Rayman 4 as well. Don't quote me on that. This music is horrible, by the way. I don't know why they did this. Oh. Okay. There's also a world that looks, you know, pretty similar to this in Rayman Legends too. The sort of mariachi world where Murphy has to eat through giant piles of marzipan, that kind of thing. Which, you know, yep. I guess Gourmand Land in Origins is kind of food themed, but not where everything is made of food in the same way. Oh, that's a fun thing. So Rayman Origins had the Ice and Fire world, a common trope. Kingdom Battle even does that too. Where the ice version is like kind of cocktail theme. There's like lemon wedges and cocktail umbrellas everywhere and stuff. But Rayman Origins did not invent that, because pretty much that exact same world theme is in Tonic Trouble, which is fun. So it's another case of Rayman games reusing world ideas. Only in this case, Tonic Trouble isn't an official Rayman game, but it is, because it's a tech demo for Rayman 2. It has Rayman characters in it, and vice versa. Like, the antagonist from Tonic Trouble shows up in Rayman 2. It's a Rayman game. And like Ed and all the characters have the limbless thing going on that Rayman does. Oh yeah, we gotta hit things really hard with our guitar. Oh, we're like Elvis mode? Okay. Why does that animation look so bad? Okay, whatever. So much like Zool and Zool 2, this game was apparently sponsored by Chupa Chups. No, it wasn't. Okay, so we gotta use the guitar in that too. Let's just go back. Yeah, the general, that's right. Captain was hoping for a Johnny Cash thing. No, of course it's Elvis. Of course. You could do like a hippie with a guitar, maybe. Such a lack of Rabbids? What do you mean? I was getting attacked by him heaps. Dead end, I guess? We've only had the one minigame. There might have been another shooting gallery that I missed, but yeah, so far, just the one. Like with the other character appearances in the intro, this game does have ideas that it uses once and then drops. Like all great games do. See, that's a Rabbid. It's totally a Rabbid. There are like 2 minigames, but one barely counts. Did I miss one? What do you mean, like the car racing thing? This lollipop is horrifying. Oh, it exploded! Poor thing. What does the new transformation do? It has a guitar that it whacks things with. It can dislodge lollipops, and it can destroy spitting religieuse, which is a type of pastry, apparently. That's the name of those cake characters that I saw earlier. Okay, we can't kill rabbits with this. Oh, we can. Cool. We can also almost die. Oh, when I said almost. Hello? What? There's no texture here, but I'm still walking slow. Oh man, this game. I love this game, by the way. I will defend this game, but I won't defend all its choices and technical aspects. We had the Superman rabbit, yes we did. Cocktail umbrellas, just like Rayman Origins. The time levels, yeah, like the bonus things. I wouldn't even call those a minigame. Oh, I missed... Gibbon played a lot of Tonic Trouble when it came out. It was very on brand for Young Gem. Yeah, Tonic Trouble is another game I think is bad, but I like it. You know? Played a lot of Rayman 2 as well. Less invested in Rayman 3. The whole dark and edgy thing just wasn't doing it for me. Yeah, Rayman 2's tone is quite dark as well, compared to the first one especially. But 3 takes it even further. And it also tries to do, like, jokes that aren't great. And it has big name voice actors. I don't know, it's weird. John Leguizamo was Cluebox, I think. Yeah. Rayman 3 is weird. Racing, shooting, and time level. Yeah, but all of those are sort of... Well, the shooting thing is... damn. Do I lose a life for that? I do! God, alright, whatever. But I keep my lum count, I think. Now I can just focus on racing. Hit the boosters. That's not a booster. See, it's so hard to tell. These awful graphics. It's mode 7 garbage. Okay. Yeah, so I was trying to draw a line between like mini games that you would kind of expect in a platform game and the Raving Rabbids style minigames, which is something the DS game incorporates. Like, it literally has games. It has mini games directly imported from the console Raving Rabbids onto the DS version. This one doesn't do that, but yeah, I don't know if it's a meaningful distinction to really make, but it's interesting to compare the different Rabbids versions and how the DS one takes some things from the console game, but also makes itself its own platform adventure. And it's in the engine of Rayman 2 DS, the DS port of Rayman 2 from the 64 version, I believe, not the Dreamcast version. So it's like a 2.5D platform. Anyway, stuff. Razor Beard is so sexy. Yes, Luigi himself from Super Mario Brothers 93, I believe, is the voice of Roblox. Gibbon says, Rayman 2 is dark, but still like magical, if that makes sense. It's the difference between Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog. Huh. Interesting. The difference between Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't know. All the magic left for me when I went from Sonic Adventure 1 to 2. Like, I know what you mean by magic. I think. Does Sonic Adventure 2 have something that Shadow the Hedgehog is missing? I couldn't tell you. I liked Shadow the Hedgehog so much more than Sonic Adventure 2. SA2 was a real slog for me. Wow, I hate this music track so much. Also, notice how, like, the game kind of pauses when Rayman is doing certain animations, like picking something up, everything just stops. Yeah, this game is programmed really well. By the creators of Imagine Babies for the DS. The clown has no arms, legs, or neck, just like Rayman. I just don't like the narrative that Rayman is unique in some way. He's just like a guy who lives in this world, and there's a lot of other people like him. That's my version of Rayman. Which ironically is the version of Rayman from the first game. So even though I don't like the game, that's part of the lore that I like. Not quality, but tone. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What's the tonal difference between SA2 and Shadow? Maybe I didn't express it very well. Yeah, I did make it about quality, or at least my own personal enjoyment of the games relative to each other, so yeah, that's fair. But... yeah, either way, really enjoyed Rayman 2, didn't like Rayman 3 that much, is Gibbon's take. And yeah, I'd agree with that. I really like Rayman 2 a lot. And Rayman 3 is like, fine, I don't really remember it very well. Okay, so this thing is the spitting religios, apparently. I read this on the wiki. And we could do that to it. There you go. Wasn't that worth it? Using that transformation for that. Is this like French toast or something? Or one of those cakes? I don't know. Go up, you lame-o. Yeah, there we go. I've never liked that retcon that he's a unique creation by God or whatever. Yeah. By the fairies, I think, is the Origins version. Which, there was only one fairy in Rayman 1, but I don't mind having more fairies. Yeah. So Rayman 1 had Tarazan and the Magician and such. Indeed. So I'm gonna grab these lons before I drop down here. Small Rayman is so cute. This is why I love Rayman 1 on the GBC. He looks just like this on the screen. And 2 as well, of course. Oh, I missed a 1-up. Oh well, who cares? I got 6 lives, it's cool. Oops. I guess we're going down. No! I need a star, quick. I hate this song. Yeah, that's fair. Hang on. What about this way? Before we cut ourselves off from anything. Combat mechanics. Don't want to miss too many cages in case they cut me off again. Wait, what? Small Rayman can't grapple things. Okay, whatever. Donald Duck Going Crackers. Yeah, that's a great example. Donald Duck Going Crackers on the GameCube PS2 is in the Rayman 2 engine, and the Game Boy Color version of Going Crackers is quite similar to the Rayman Game Boy Color games. Yeah, it's pretty much canonical Rayman, Donald Duck Going Crackers. It's kind of in the same boat as Tonic Trouble, really. The Tonic Trouble GBC game, I will say, is quite different from the Rayman GBC games. I don't think it's anywhere near as good, but it also doesn't have the sort of cute style that the Rayman games have, which has, you know, small sprites which help with playability a lot. You can see around you a lot more, which is something I like. But a lot of games try to prioritize having large detailed sprites that look better and look flashy at the expense of playability from screen real estate. I harp on this a lot, but it's like, yeah, it's kind of a big thing, but it's one of the reasons I like the Rayman GBC games so much. Of course, the shrinking mechanic came back in Origins. And you didn't run really slowly when you were shrunken. You still could run fast. Yeah, that game was good, huh? Yeah, I can't wait to show you the other Raving Rabbids games, though. This is the one that I like to highlight the most because of the Rayman 4 connections and how it integrates things from all over the series. But the DS game and the Java mobile game, which I haven't mentioned on this stream yet, are both also cool and interesting in their own ways. So I'm not sure which order to do them in. It probably makes more sense to do the DS one first. So that's what I was thinking for next week, is to play Raving Rabbids DS, show you all what that's like. Don't know if I'll get through it because I think it's a longer game than this. But yeah, we'll do the mobile game as well, which is a Sonic the Hedgehog clone. You would never have guessed it, but that's what it is. Maybe the mobile one makes more sense first, because we go from the one that most... Because this one maybe most carries on the original vision of Raving Rabbids, and the DS one least so because it's got a lot of content from the console game in it. I don't know. I'll decide. It was impossible to 100% Raving Rabbids Wii. Yeah, there was some bug or something with it, wasn't it? The highest score needed to get is impossible. Was it a bug or was it just like a badly thought out score thing? There should be more comboing of power-ups, yeah. Imagine using the guitar to dislodge ice cream, then use gum to make a trampoline, then jump hard on the trampoline to go higher. Yeah, so that's thinking, although it would have slowed down the pace even more, like cycling through the transformation menu every single time. So I don't know if I'm fully on board with it, but there should have been more done with the transformations for sure, whether it's that or something else. Have you ever needed to use more than one power on a single level? Needed to? I don't think so. I don't think you even need them outside of the world you get them, which might imply that at one point you could do the worlds in any order, but that's not how it is in the final game, I guess. Alright, not a piece of cake. Yeah, they're not implemented the best. Sure, replaying this game has, like now, has sort of reopened my eyes to how kind of janky it is, but I still love it. If only as a Rayman fan. When I picked it for the game club, I hadn't played it in ages. I just had a soft spot for it, basically, and gave me a chance to talk about Rayman a bit. But yeah, I stand by it. Like, even bad games deserve to be preserved and played and experienced and stuff. Not that I call this definitively a bad game, but, you know, it's not amazing. You get the power-ups from the boss of the previous one. Yeah, that's how it works in the game as it is now, yeah. But they didn't have to unlock them that way. They could have just given them to you at the start of the world. Huh. I think Gibbon's talking about, like, maybe the original plan or something. They were going to be unique to the world they were in. There wasn't going to be a transformation menu, just a button that transformed you into whatever the world's old form was. Yeah, if it was just a button you press once, that'd be a lot less clunky than the way it is now. So, that would be preferable. Yeah, they do give you the first power-up in that tutorial level, yeah. don't think it's a bad game, says Captain. Yeah. Thank you for saying so. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's bad, it's just, you know... Like, when I played through the whole Rayman series, which I did a number of years ago, it was because I loved Origins so much that I wanted to experience the rest of the series. And the conclusion I got out of that was that Origins is amazing and the rest of the series kind of pales in comparison, including Legends, which is still quite good. But yeah, like that was my big takeaway from it. And while I do love a lot about a lot of the games in this series, Origins is just so obviously like a whole other level in so many ways. I love Origins so much. But yeah, I still got a lot out of a lot of the installments, and I think that these handheld companion games are overlooked and are a highlight. Okay, so no dialogue this time from old mate over here, but he won't let me through until I do the little mini game. This time we got Pinks to shoot down. This rabbit's name is Pink. Captain's saying, besides the Wii Raving Rabbids game, this is my first Rayman game. Oh wow. Well, then that's cool. Did I run out of time? Okay, let's try again. Sorry, I'm trying to read the chat while also engaging in this pretty difficult minigame, so... Oh boy. Oh, really? What's that hitbox? Come on! Ugh. So, Captain thought it was just going to be a platform. I didn't know it was going to be kind of a collectathon. Oh yeah, Rayman 1 is like that too. That was a pleasant surprise. He also liked how enemies stay dead. He was expecting all enemies to respawn all the time. Yeah, that is a cool thing. Okay, we did it that time. Right. Origins is really great, says Given. Top 3 along with 1 and 2. The handheld companion games are fun as well. Yeah. Exactly. Although I would even put some of the handheld games above some of the console games, but that's just me. We've all got our own opinions, of course. Oh god. Weird hitboxes in this bit. Okay. Hey buddy. Oh! Rude. Do you feel like Rayman, like his sprite style looks a bit different from the Rabbids? Maybe they just reused Rayman's sprites from Rayman 3 GBA, and all the stuff that they drew looks a little bit different? I don't know. Okay, what's up? Oh, 1 cage short for Ginger Bunny Bread. Where can we get another cage? We can go there. We only got 1 in the first level, so let's go back. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to hear this song again. Oh wow, they just give you a 1-up. I like Origin so much that I've played it multiple times on different platforms. I even bought the Vita version, which has exclusive content. It has like a couple of extra collectibles that unlock, like, it's like a mural that you can look at. Wow, there's 2 cages just there? How did I miss that? Do I need to finish the level? I don't! Wonderful! This game is good. Sorry, I mangled my words there because I wasn't sure whether to say good or great. This game is great because it doesn't make you finish a level to lock in your collectibles. Alright, so we got the guitar. The guitar gazump. Whoa, boy. What's your problem? Oh! Oh, when it's charging up that attack is when we attack, I'm sure. What? Contact instantly kills me. So you gotta like keep it at bay. I don't know what this button does. Okay. This is not well like communicated. Oh, it's doing it again. What? Hold on. Oh, it's like a tug-of-war thing. We just need to keep knocking it back until it hits that thing on the other side. Oh, hang on. So that's gonna push spikes out if I hit this, but... yeah, that was it. Wait, they're gone already? Oh no, they just disappear when you're in the transformation menu. Okay, we just gotta wait. Forgive the rewinding. The spikes are gone again. Alright, I obviously need to hit them later. Because he took a while with that attack pattern. Really? What is that hitbox? Okay, I don't think I can hit it until it's doing the particular animation. Come on. Don't do this again. I'm gonna have to hit the button again at this rate. Yes. Yes. No! Oh, come on. This is so jank. Alright, let's try again. Gotta hit it back a few times before bothering to hit the button. Hey, hey. How close do I need to be? For goodness sake. Okay. I hate that I have to transform back. Oh no, that's bad timing. Gotta wait till this attack pattern's nearly over. Now? Yes. Okay, do your thing. Nope. Yeah. The voice does not suit the sprite. Poor guy, I feel sorry for him. Okay, this costume lets you throw a glowing punch even more powerful than your super punch. Okay, sure. You're almost there, but watch out. The next house leads straight to the Rabbids' hideout. The challenge will be even tougher there. Courage, Rayman! Oh no, I'm dropping frames again. Stop, stop! Okay, this time I'm recording locally as well, so I'll be able to upload that. But yes, if you experience any frame drops and stuttering, I apologize. I can only assume it's a Twitch issue. I guess I could try dropping my frame rate again. It's going back up again. A little blip, hopefully, just a blip. Alright, here we are in the evil castle. Filthy corridors. Very spooky. So of course we got a preview of this in the opening stage, but now we're back here for real, infiltrating the Rabbids' lair. which, as we noted, had the rabbit architecture in certain places. Maybe they brought this castle with them from outer space because they're aliens. Maybe that's what happened. This castle is inside that big rabbit spaceship, maybe. You know that spaceship? Yeah, they're huge. Sometimes they're huge. Whoa, okay, zombie rabbits. Which you do fight zombie rabbits in the console game. In one of the shooter stages. Okay, yes, so, things. Whoa! It's like a mini version of the rabbit spaceship. That's fun. The laser is a little hard to read. Before we defeat it, we'll just drop over here. Now let's check out our final transformation. The red... something. Oh, it's Disco. Yeah, okay. Can Disco grapple? Of course not, because none of the forms can do anything useful. Alright, so we're gonna land here and then go Disco mode, which lets us shoot more powerful punches. That pattern is so hard to read. It just flashes and disappears, man. This game. Okay. Now we want to try and find cages as we go because we were pretty close to not meeting the... well, we didn't meet the last boss threshold when we first got there, so we want to avoid replaying levels. Oh, is there something down here? There's a lum! You don't want to miss one lum. Could ruin your whole day. And yes, I'm calling them lums instead of looms, despite the Rayman Origins manual, because it's just more fun to say. Wait, it turned pink that time. Or purple? Oh, wait, that was already the disco one. Never mind. Whoa, frick! Okay, so... how about that, graphics then, huh? Where did it put me? Yeah, what was that? Let's say that was an emulator issue. I don't want to blame the good people at Visual Impact. They programmed a very stable and solid game, don't you know? Okay. Destroying that one is fine. Oh. Oh, we grab this and then kick. Yeah, nice. Or actually, it's punch when you're holding with one hand, apparently. Doing pretty well on cages, actually. I didn't get a single checkpoint that whole time. Oh well. I'll do it again, it's fine. I got an extra cage this time. What a weakling. Look at that face. I love Rayman. He's great. Hello? Yeah. Right. Just wanted to check the look up animation, which I hadn't done yet. Right, so cage. Oh. Okay, let's not destroy that guy this time. We'll just fly over the whole thing. Ignore those guys. Oh, they're hurting me a lot. Okay. I didn't check if Visual Impact had made any other platform games. They did a Jungle Book game on the GBA. I already mentioned that. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, cool. Got a dash. See you, Captain. Thanks for hanging out. You'll miss the final boss, which is legitimately really cool. It's a giant rabbit spaceship, just like those these little rabbit robots, by the way, just so you know. Okay. Just a little preview spoiler there of what's coming up. The rest of you have to wait to see it. I guess I was thinking about the aesthetics of this and how Legends had a spooky castle, but Rayman Origins had the Land of the Living Dead, which was sort of, you know, it was not dissimilar to this in its style and looks. A lot of large stone structures and cobwebs and stuff. Maybe we're in the Land of the Living Dead right now. The Livid Dead, I should say. They actually use both, I think, in certain games. Hey, we 100% of this level. How about that? Sick. The Filthy Corridor is my favorite. Agony Jails. Now, see, we were here in the tutorial, so we already have collectibles from it. But now we're going to full clear it. Or progress through it or whatever. Because we have the gangster. Here's what Captain was looking for. A level that uses different transformations. Well, we had the disco in the previous level and the gangster in this one. Maybe there'll be more. Oh, the poor fly is trapped in the spider web. Yeah, I get it, Rayman. You want to progress. It's fair. Wait. I did this bit in the tutorial, didn't I? Oh. Sorry, my Tamagotchi is going off. Kathy, big Tamagotchi fan. She recently... Wait. That's the little dance song from Rayman 2, isn't it? When does that play? When you get... I think it's when you finish the level in Rayman 2, maybe. Anyway, watch some idle animations for it. I gotta feed my baby. So, Kathy has the fancy new Tamagotchi Paradise, where you can zoom into the cells of your Tamagotchi and zoom out to see the whole Earth with a face. And she also got the Tamagotchi Mini, which is interesting. It's like a modern demake of the Gen 1 Tamagotchi to a smaller and much simpler format. It's got a cute little screen, only a few functions, but like Gen 1 graphics even more simplified. My baby right now is a Coochie Pachi, which is one of my faves. Oh, look at the little ugly bugger. Good stuff. Alright, back to Rayman, I suppose. Yeah, that little dance jingle. I think that plays when the Grand Minimuses do a little dance to get you out of the level, sort of thing. Yeah, something like that. Again, it's been too long. I do like Rayman 2 a lot. Okay, that's what we needed to do to get in this door. I feel like I did all this before in the tutorial though, so maybe I should be going a different way? I don't know. There's literally nothing here. Okay, I'm definitely not supposed to be doing this part. Let's go back. Where should we go? Up here. Didn't I crush down through here? Ah! Granny mode. Couldn't do this before. Eat the rabbit! Carrot, whatever. Whatever. Goodbye. Wait, what? Am I supposed to wait for this platform? Ah, yes, that's what I do. Cool, 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 cool. I've played this game before, you know. You wouldn't know it. Oh. Yeah, revisiting the tutorial level and opening up new areas in it with your new abilities is such a cool idea. I like that a lot. Wait, what? What? Okay. That's fine. So yeah, we are using multiple transformations in this level to get to new areas. The carrot spawned back in when I went granny mode. The graphics aren't even loaded when I'm not in granny mode. So that's that. Kind of dead end cut off there. Did I not do everything down here? So there was a life over here. Let's go to the left. Oh, and this was a dead end, right? Yeah. Okay. Just being a bit thorough now, in case I miss anything. Okay. So that's the next door we need to open. Which power will we need to open it? None. We don't need a power. But this was definitely in the tutorial, so maybe I don't need to do it. So let's keep going. I'm so confused. Okay. Yeah, this. Why is the door back? Guess the Rabbids repaired it. Sure, they build things. They do it in Kingdom Battle. Okay, the big jump, or whatever. The hard jump. Let's go left first. Don't want to miss any cages. Ooh. Okay. Oh. That's the end of the level. Okay, but we need some cages. And by the way, the Tamagotchi Mini is smaller than Tamagotchi Nano, which is another product that exists. Ain't that odd. So there's probably one more cage past the granny camera. And we'll have full cleared this level. Of course Granny can't pick up heavy barrels. You gotta pick them up for her, grandson. Rayman. Cool. Oi! At least let me out, for goodness sake. Ah, you can single tap R when you're transformed to turn back into Rayman. I wish I knew about that 2 hours ago. Yeah, it's good. Okay. And now we win. Do 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 do. Love that sting. That's from Rayman 2. Infernal Escape. A bonus level full of enemies. Lots of rapids around. Oh, yes, I should say, and I should have said this before Captain left, I was planning to make next week my first Monday stream. That'll be my Monday, so it'll be your Sunday, I guess, given. According to the new schedule as dictated by my new work circumstances. Because I'm going back to work in a couple of weeks, so I thought I'd start the week before to get into the rhythm of the rest of my week. So yeah, next time will not be on this day, it will be 48 hours earlier. Spikes and Yikes is the next level. And we've got minigame music, okay. Not really the tonal match for all the spikes and danger around, but that's okay. Starting to feel a bit of screen crunch on the GBA here. Oh. Gotta be something like up here, right? Yeah. This level had cages too. Where could they be? I can attack while flying. I feel like I've missed some. Okay, health is good. Tell me the blue ones respawn. Ah! Fly! Okay. Ah! So they only respawn when you run out? That's weird. No! Okay, quick. Yeah. You gotta mash. Oops. Wow, this is rough. High level of difficulty here. Oh, we're doing well with the lungs. It's like that's all this level is. Where are the cages, for goodness sake? Okay, we're fine. Next one? Yeah, we're good. 50 lungs. Oh, 0. Never mind. Sorry, ignore me. 0 cages. In fact, we've full cleared this world. 10 cages, 250 lums. Wow. I did that on the final world. I guess the level design is a bit more linear in this world. Why do they even have the 0 of 0? Weird. Ugh. Anyway, apparently I got enough cages to unlock the final boss in the Rabbids lair. So here we are. Note the different icon on screen, and yes, the final boss is not another match against the big muscly rabbit. It is, you can't see its head yet, but it is the giant rabbit spaceship type thing that we saw in the intro. We might see a little bit more of it in certain other games that I'm hoping to play later. You also see it in the intro to the console game, but I don't know if you ever see it in gameplay. Anyway, here we are. It sounds just like a rabbit. And it spits out little pink ones. Okay. Oh my god, there's so many. Can we stop? Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die. Okay, cool. We'll just start that again. It's a bit hard to avoid the lasers. The hitboxes, like a lot of hitboxes in this game, are pretty wonky and difficult to judge. Okay, come on, really? Yeah. Gotta duck, dive, dip a little bit more. Okay. Really? You're still shooting? Wait, I think I was safe that time. Nope. I'm just trying to avoid taking a hit now in the early phases. Okay. These ones just explode. Let's say they're like clockwork kazooies. Ah! Okay. Lasers. The lasers actually look a lot like chaos. Man, I am such a rarehead. Person who has only played Donkey Kong Country 3. This reminds me a lot of Chaos. Getting Chaos vibes off this guy. Oh, what? That one just spawned in out of nowhere. Terrible. Okay, Given is also a rarehead, so she agrees with the Chaos vibes, but I don't know if I can really count you as an impartial third party in this. You know what I mean? Yeah. It is a good look. The big chunky robot, the red eyes and such. Okay, laser mode again. Laser phase, I was going to say. Alright, I'll take one hit, it's fine. Ah! Okay, I'll take 2 hits. I can do that safely. No attack pattern change so far. A little disappointing, I guess. Not like any of the other bosses had phases, but you know. That was a super punch, by the way. I don't think I've really used it much. Oh god. Really? Jump, and then... Okay, I'll take the hit. Because... Nope, I won't. I can't afford to. I gotta, like, lead the shots. Okay, here we go. Are we done? No! Ah. And that's the end. Well done, Rayman. Destroying the Rabbids ship has put an end to their invasion plans once and for all. Good job. Thanks to you, our world is peaceful once again. The end. All our friends are here. Glowbox, the Teensies, they're just off screen. Don't worry about them. More importantly, Lee is here, and also Murphy. Good stuff. Rayman is happy and celebrating. The end. What? It literally reboots the game back to the language select. So we need to look at the credits within the options menu, because we don't want to leave out the good work of the people at Visual Impact. Let's watch this again, why not? It's fun. Good timing, Gibbon has to leave. Wow, you're gonna miss the credits. Thanks for watching. Good stuff. Happy to have you here. See you next time. And it'll be on Monday. Remember, your Sunday. So yes, here are the fabulous Belgians who made this game. Thank you. I could look up who made the other games. I think it's probably Gameloft for the mobile one, right? Gameloft has a strong connection to Ubisoft because the CEOs of both companies are brothers, I believe is the connection. I'll have to look that up. Yes. Philippe Desailly? I know that name. Wasn't that guy involved with Mr. Nuts? Hold on. How did I miss this? Or more likely I knew that at some point and I forgot it. Yeah. Joe and Mac, Caveman Ninja Reboot, Asterisk and Obelix, Mr. Nuts. Yeah, Philippe Desailly is like one of the two key people involved with Mr. Nuts. I'm sorry that Gibbon missed that. We're both huge fans of Mr. Nuts. The Conquer prequel that is known to just us. Man, the amount of time I spent trying to track down the mobile game, the Zap Squirrel game. Oh yeah, they did the Toki remake, that was okay. Toki's just kind of jank in the first place. Yeah, Philippe Desailly. That's cool. Sorry, I'm reading a French article about it. Art director for video games. On LinkedIn. Ooh. Can we hire this guy? I think I did like email him once to ask about the mobile game, or maybe I was the person who developed it. I think this guy did the art and then somebody else was programming it or something. Anyway, yeah. Unexpected connection there. I've of course played several of the Mr. Nuts games on stream at one point or another though. So yeah, fun to find a connection like that. I would have known that going in if I'd done more research, but you know how things go. The dancing rabbits. Good stuff. I'll have to tell Gibbon on Discord. I'll put it in the channel about this game. That'll be my fun fact for today. I haven't managed to do many of them. Wow, this sure goes slow, huh? Alright, let's decide now whether we're going to play DS or mobile next week. Let's do mobile. Yeah, we'll do the mobile one next week. Creators of the Bunnies. Hubert Chavillard, and Charles Bernier. Cool. I didn't know they had specific creators like that, but that's cool. Time attack mode. Didn't even register this. How does this work? No collectibles. Oh no, that's a racing. I don't want to race. So it just puts a timer on screen? And there's no lums or anything. Okay, well, it's something. I don't know if I really want to engage with this mode ever, but it's fun to give people options and new ways to play. And this bag literally appears once in the game and nowhere else. It's wild. I love that. And this rocking horse is animated so well. Anyway, we finished the game, so we're kind of done here. Yeah, thanks for watching. This game was more janky than I remember, but there's a lot to love about it, and I do love it. I think it's cool. And I hope you had a good time watching it. Next time, we'll dive deeper into the Rabbids universe with a mobile game that is a Sonic the Hedgehog clone. And I'll throw in a little Rayman cart for good measure, because there's Rabbid content in that too. Okay, so I'll see you then, and until next time, stay hydrated. Goodbye!